Good afternoon and welcome to Mama Sue's Kitchen. This afternoon I'm going to do an easy dessert that I hope you will like it. If you like pecan pie, you should love this. This is a pecan pie cobbler. It's very simple to make. You start off with a stick and a half of butter and you melt it in a 9 by 13 dish. After you do that, you take 2 cups of pecans and you're just going to scatter them over the butter. Okay. Now you're going to take a cup and a half of self-rising flour, a cup and a half of white sugar. This is a cup. And this is a half of white sugar and a cup of whole milk. Let me mix, before I put that in there, I want to mix my flour and sugar together. So that's a cup and a half of self-rising flour, a cup and a half of white sugar, and a cup of whole milk, and a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring. Okay. I'm going to whisk that together. Mix it up really good. When you're doing this, scrape the bottom because sometimes that flour will get in the bottom and, you know, clump together. But I think that's mixed really well. Then you're going to pour this over your pecans and butter. All right. Now you have a cup and a half of brown sugar. I've measured it out. Then you're going to sprinkle it over the top. Do you remember when we made the chocolate cobbler, how we would sprinkle the cocoa and sugar all over the top? Well, that's what we're doing with this. We're just mixing it all over the top. And I'm mashing in case there's some clumps of brown sugar, but so far it feels pretty good. You see how simple this is? We love pecan pie and we love cobblers. So what could you not love about this? Now, let me rinse my hands 1 second. All right, the last thing you do, I measured a cup and a half of water and it says hot water. So I just made sure it stayed hot. You're pouring it all over it like you remember we poured water over the chocolate cobbler. Okay. Now, that's it. I'm going to put it in my oven that has been preheated to 350 degrees. And I'm going to cook it for 35 minutes. Or until it's golden brown. So we're going to pause this video and we'll come back when it's time to take it out of the oven. Okay, I let it cook 35 minutes, and I looked at it, and the top wasn't quite as brown as I want it to be, so I set it for 5 more minutes. So it really cooked 40 minutes. Y'all, my house smells so good. Okay, you can see how it's all bubbling around. You know, when you first make a pecan pie, it's a little jiggly when you first take it out of the oven, and you have to let it set. Well, I know this needs to set a little while, but I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit out so you can see what this looks like. Oh my goodness. Now, do you not think that would be good with some vanilla ice cream? Oh goodness, I tell you, it's probably so hot. But I'm gonna have to taste it just to let you know. Look at there. Oh. Oh my goodness. That's delicious, y'all. It only took 4 minutes to put it together. This is absolutely out of this world. Y'all, I thank you for joining me today. And as I was waiting for this pie to come out of the oven, Jesus, I think, told me to tell somebody that it doesn't matter about your past, what you've done, or what you haven't done for Him. He says, come to Him because He loves you, and it doesn't matter how far you think you have fallen, it's not too late. Y'all, be salt and light wherever you go. Show Jesus. Give everybody a smile. I'll see you soon.
Hit the